Hi there, buddy. Hi, everybody. Hey, it's Robert Earl out here at the Eco Ranch in Far West Texas with Cascade the Wonder Dog. Now, that's how all my videos begin, but I'm thinking that some of you folks have just come by because of the title of this video. And the title is going to be, Let's Talk Carbon Footprint. So if you've come along here and it's the first time you've seen me, you're looking at me saying, hey, this guy looks like he fell in a cement mixer. You know, why doesn't he get cleaned up if he's going to do a video? This is my trademark, and I'll invite you all, after you see this video, to go to my channel, take a look at some of the videos. There's like 132 of them. And the channel is Eco Ranch USA, all one word, ECORANCH USA, Eco Ranch USA. I'll invite you to go there. But let's talk carbon footprint, because I had an incident that came up here that at first got me, that's another problem we have here, that at first gets me aggravated every time it comes up, and it comes up often. And then I got to thinking, and I came up with a solution, and that's what I want to share with you today. A little more provenance, though. We live out here about 25 miles north of the Mexican border in the middle of the Chihuahuan Desert of Texas, just north of Terlingua, Texas, south of Alpine, Texas. It is a completely off-the-grid, mature facility. Now, what that means is not mature because I'm an old man, which, unfortunately, it's going to catch you, too. I remember when I was a baby boomer and in my teens, and now here I am, 64 years old, living off the grid in a mature off-grid facility. That means it's been here a while and it works. I've got solar, I've got wind, I've got water catchment, no well, but lots of chickens. And we do as much as we can to be sustainable, to maintain what I call a one-planet lifestyle. Americans live at a five-planet lifestyle. We consume the resources that require five-planet Earths to sustain. Europeans live at a three-planet lifestyle. They consume the resources that would require three-planet Earths. I only see one planet Earth, so we have to live at a one-planet lifestyle. This is what I teach, this is what I demonstrate, this is what I show. And I'm able to do this because just by virtue of staying on this planet and living for 64 years, I know stuff that you 20-somethings and 30-somethings don't know yet. Your day will come. And hopefully, if we do things right, the rest of us baby boomers would still care and aren't out there on the golf course consuming resources. If we do this right, we'll show you, and we'll be able to get our country back to a one-planet lifestyle so that we can cope with what the heck's going on with the population bomb, which is creating the methane bomb, and those are all different things. And you just have to excuse the roosters in the background. They think I'm crowing, so they join in. Now, I preach and teach this, and I demonstrate it by living. This facility's been working for a very long time. I have 4 refrigerators and freezers to store our food with. I've got 2 air conditioners. I've got a welder. All this comes from off-grid power. Yes, it can be done. Yes, there are limitations. But we are living here at as low of a carbon footprint as we can. My truck, we have a pickup truck, a full-size pickup truck. I have a motorcycle that I was able to get a hold of that has to be put back together for those trips where I don't have to go into town and get animal feed and things. But, you know, my truck is a 2003 model. That means that it's at this point 14 years old. Now, it gets 17 miles to the gallon. It used to get 21. A new truck would get more miles per gallon, but over the lifetime that I would keep that truck, the carbon footprint of buying the new truck, of creating the new truck, is far greater than the carbon footprint of me keeping this one and putting gas in it. So that's one of the reasons why I have an older truck. I would have something newer. We've had the ability to buy a new one, but that's just the reason. And we just keep repairing it and maintaining it. Another thing we teach here is debt-free living. What is that? What is debt-free living? I've got to have my credit cards. No, you don't. You've been indoctrinated to it by the credit card companies, but you don't. Well, then, invariably, one of you youngsters is going to say, what do you do when you need a new car? Is, well, I go and buy one. Well, I know, but what do? I go and buy one. Yeah, but how do you buy one? I say, go in, I tell them I want this one, I buy it. Yeah, but how do you finance it? I put the money down, drive the car away. Yeah, but what about the payments? You're not following me. There's no payments. you are paying with this life debt, this new thing that we have now, this life debt, you are paying about half of your income just in interest. We've created situations out here on the planet that are unreasonable. Many people in Japan, including one of my friends, just are taking out 100-year mortgages. They're saddling their grandchildren with a mortgage. This is unreal, and it's stupid. Today, we have a young man coming here to this area. He bought 20 acres of land cash. Now, granted, the property only cost about $5 grand. He got 20 acres of worthless desert. But it ain't worthless. Watch the videos that I have out there and that'll show you. He's coming out here with a paid-off car, a paid-off piece of property, all the stuff he needs to build a temporary shelter while he builds, again, what we have here. Watch the videos. And he has a life that is completely debt-free. That means that if you're paying half of your income in interest, that you can take a cut of 50% to move out here, which is exactly what he's doing, and he's going to live just as comfortably, except if he can't afford to make a payment one month, there's no credit card company jumping down his throat. There's no credit score people saying, you are not going to be able to buy stuff to impress people you'll never know. He doesn't have that. But he also doesn't have debt, and neither do I. We haven't had debt in a long time, and I've only bought one new car in my life, and that's when I was young and stupid. Trying to hit you guys while you're still young and stupid, because being young and ignorant is one thing. Being old and stupid, which isn't curable, ignorance is, that's another thing. So, enough about that. I don't want this to be too long. Let me tell you the incident that came up today. Let's assume you're all out there and you're all trying your very best to lower your carbon footprint. You're buying locally, local produce, local meats, local whatever. You're buying locally. You are being conscientious about it. Now, I happen to live 130 miles from the nearest Walmart store. Now, I don't like Walmart any better than you do, and if all of you get together and decide to boycott Walmart, I'll join the boycott. But if I boycott Walmart right now on moral reasons, it's just going to cost me money, and they do not give a rat's ass. These people that took over for Sam Walton, they don't care. So, Walmart has this thing, if you order $50 worth of stuff or more, it's free shipping. All of our hard goods, we order from Walmart.com and have them delivered here. That saves the carbon footprint, my personal carbon footprint, from going all the way up 260-mile round trip and coming back, which is roughly, 3/4 of a tank of gas or more for me. Now I got to move Cascade. Cascade, get away from the camera. He's bumping you. So, I order from Walmart.com and I'm lowering my carbon footprint. But we order things like Parmalat milk, that little shelf-stabilized milk that'll keep forever until you open it, then you have to refrigerate it. Because it's difficult, even with an ice chest, it's difficult to bring dairy down here and keep it good and cold. And once it gets warm and that bacteria starts, it'll spoil in a few days. So we buy things like that. And the reason I mentioned Parmalat milk is we ordered 4 of them this time. And Walmart shipped us 4 of them in 4 separate boxes. 4 boxes, that's packaging for 4, that's, if they were shipped at different times, it might mean an extra trip for the Walmart truck to come out here. Horrible carbon footprint. We ordered $300 worth of stuff. It's coming in 15 boxes. 15 boxes. The Walmart ground person is going to make 2 trips out here with some of those boxes. The expedited is going to make, I think, 2 trips out here with the boxes. That really irritates me. But here's the thing, and this is the whole point of the video. If you have done your due diligence, if you have done everything you can to reduce your carbon footprint, and the guy you hand off to, in my case Walmart, blows it with extra packaging and extra transportation, it's on them, it's not on you. You have done your job, you've done everything you can, and that's all we can do is everything we can do. They're teaching me now in the 21st century that I can't control them, particularly anymore because some rocket scientist of a next generation idiot trying to justify his salary and his life debt of his college tuition bills has said, listen, don't fix the problem, leave it just like it is. It's much cheaper to leave it like it is and apologize than it is to fix the problem. So you call him, you tell him, hey, you got a problem. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, call next month. You have a problem. Oh, I'm sorry. Much cheaper than fixing the issue. So as long as you do your due diligence, as long as you do everything you can to lower your carbon footprint, and I don't mean to hit 0 or somewhere around 10%, which is where we are here. I mean you've done everything you can, and if everything you can possibly do brings you to 50%, you've still done everything you can do. And if you've done everything you can do, and Walmart or Amazon or somebody blows it with packaging and multiple shipments, it's on them, it's not on you. That's what I wanted to tell you, because it gets very, very frustrating for me to sit here and have these multiple trips from Federal Express. Yeah, I won't use those fancy little OMG, ROL, whatever it is, abbreviations. It's Federal Express. They can call it FedEx all day long. It's Federal Express. And if they make multiple trips, it's on them. It's not on me. I've done everything I can. You do everything you can to reduce your carbon footprint. And eventually, that one voice crying in the wilderness, me, perhaps you out there, that one voice crying in the wilderness saying, reduce your carbon footprint, reduce your carbon footprint, becomes 2, becomes 4, becomes 16, and then I don't know how to do the math beyond that. And next thing you know, a movement is formed. We've seen that movement. I've seen it in my life twice. Now, these aren't good examples because they're both communists, but Mao Zedong, Fidel Castro, one voice crying in the wilderness, this is not right, this is not right. Then there were 2, then there were 4, then there were 16, then a movement was formed. Same thing happened in 1775 in the United States. A movement was born. We can do it. Just do what you can, and when it's off of you and onto somebody else, don't fret. You've done all you can do. And that, my friends, is my odd little preaching video. It isn't about politics or anything. Yes, politically, I am a progressive liberal, and I do lament what happened last November. But if you aren't, unlike a lot of people, I don't hate you for it. As long as we're all Americans, we're brothers in arms. So with that, I want to thank you for watching this. Invite those of you that have just tuned in because you saw the title to look at the rest of my videos, see if there's something to pick up. Correspond with me if you'd like. We offer homestay here. You can come and stay for free. All you got to do is trade some work out, because after all, I'm 64 years old and I could use some help finishing this place. And from me, Robert Earl, and Cascade the Wonder Dog, who's just out of camera, and the rest of the crew out here at the Eco Ranch in Far West Texas. See you later.